Even more students will be back to class next week, and that means school buses will be out picking up our kids and dropping them off at the end of the day.
Laura Twilley, the founding attorney at LA Law, is here with some safety tips and to let us know what happens if your child is injured riding the bus. Laura, how are you?
I'm great. How are you, Scott?
Looking particularly spectacular today.
I'm trying to get the last little bit of summer.
Yeah, me too.
My wardrobe
exactly.
out.
Although I am transitioning a little bit to fall here. But
I get it. The summer flew by. We're back to school. Some kids started this week. A lot of kids are starting next week.
Yes, yes. Exciting time.
Yeah, and taking the bus.
Yes, taking the bus. You know, some of the biggest injuries that we see when it comes to school bus stuff is like footwear, right?
Trip and falls?
Tripping and falling, or it starts to rain, or when it really gets into the fall and the leaves come down in the morning, they're really super slick. And so, like, making sure your kids have the right footwear on, because they are, you know, kids get on those school buses and then they go from calm to
boom.
Correct. So a lot of the slip and fall type stuff are injuries. I mean, sometimes there are accidents that happen, but the most common injuries are those like slip and fall.
I would never
injuries.
have guessed that. So
and straps on backpacks, getting caught.
Getting caught. You're absolutely right.
Yep.
And oftentimes there aren't seatbelts on the school buses,
Correct.
right? So that's just like sort of up to the child almost to be responsible.
It is. So some school districts will have seatbelts on those buses and some don't. I always say, you know, you should put those on, and I think some schools, if they have those seatbelts on the school buses, will require the students to buckle up. But, you know, you should encourage your child to definitely wear a seatbelt if it's available.
If it's available. Correct. So who's responsible? Somebody trips on a bus. Who do you go after the school district? You go, what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, if your child trips, that's not negligence.
Right.
But I can tell you, and it's actually a really messed up case, but last year we had a case where a school bus driver was upset with the kids being loud. They weren't listening, and then they just slammed on the brakes to kind of get their attention.
Oh, that's...
And somebody got hurt. So in an instance like that, the school bus company and that driver would probably be held liable.
And there are a bunch of school bus companies out there. So
correct.
You got to know which one, and then you got to. And who do? You go right to the school bus. You call the insurance. What do you do? Call you?
Call us, because I'll tell you, like some school bus, or pardon me, some school districts farm out their school buses to companies like Riders, Student Transportation, but sometimes they're in-house. And if they're in-house with the town, you only have like 90 days to put a town on notice. So if you kind of wait and, you know, something happens, you might be out of luck. So you should always contact an attorney.
Something that I also see all the time, I don't know if you notice this too, like a school bus is stopped with a stop sign, but other cars are zipping past it, and you know the child is trying to cross the street.
Correct. In a situation like that, God forbid, but in a situation like that, certainly that car that blows through the extended stop sign is going to be liable.
Isn't it like the fine like $400 to $500 for that?
I think they changed it last year, and I don't know offhand, but I think it
really escalated up. Don't do that.
So it's like $400 or $500, but then the second time, if you have another one, it's like $1,000.
Right, and the video we get into Channel 3 of these cars passing these schools, I was like, what are people thinking? What are you doing?
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes people just don't care.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Or they're worried about being late to work. But what you really need to be worried about is hitting a young child.
In the last 30 seconds, what constitutes an injury that's worthy of...
A hangnail wouldn't, but any sort of injury that requires medical attention, especially at a facility like an urgent care or an ER, or a primary care doctor.
School nurse?
Give us a call. School nurse, absolutely.
Okay, that all qualifies.
Yes.
How do we get in touch with you?
Easy. All my socials are at Lawyer the Lawyer, and 860-595-3163.
Isn't that great? 860-595. I might call you later just to set up a golf date.
We should. Let's do it.
3163, LALawCT.com. All right. So, speaking of, are you Denise DeCenzo golf tournament?
Yes, I'm coming.
This
will be my second year in a row.
We're so excited that
I'm excited to be there. It was great.
When is it going to be?
September 9th.
Yes.
Okay. It's a Tuesday.
Can people still sign up?
Yep, they can still sign up. Just go to the website.
Great cause, great tournament. I mean, top notch all
We're
the way
so
around.
happy that you're there. It just means so much to the station to have your support, and for clients like that to have our back, which is terrific.
Great cause.
It's at the old Weathersfield Country Club.
That's right. Beautiful
Weathersfield
venue.
Country Club, beautiful venue.
Yep.
We're gonna have a great time.
Top
and if you
notch.
trip and fall on the course, you got a lawyer.
Right. And his social media is so easy to remember, too.
Exactly, lawyer the lawyer.
No, if anybody out there can join, do it. It's a great cause. It's put on by, it's top notch all the way around.
And is your foursome set?
I don't believe so. So we should work that. Work that.
I think I'm with Connecticut Lighting, but I might swing it. We'll have to see.
Pop around.
Pop around. I'll just play a hole here, play a hole there. Thank you, lawyer. It was so good
Thanks
to
for
see you.
having me. Good to see you guys.
All right. Well, great.